I was one of those people that cancer, what? Children's, you know, cancer's, you know, nobody in my family's had cancer. I never have cancer, you know. Never gave it a second thought until the day it hits.
And that day came for Brian Berry of Kingsport, Tennessee, November 10th, 2011. He was called to his daughter's school because 9-year-old Trinity was sick and they thought it was an asthma attack. A chest x-ray soon revealed a different diagnosis.
And I saw the x-ray. It was kind of like, oh my. Doctors come out and they have the disc in hand with a piece of paper attached to it and said, your primary care physician is waiting for you. She had cleared a spot just so we could come in, and we see her, and she's talking real loud, real fast, and was checking her and you know, kind of whispering, putting her hand over her mouth. You know, it might be, you know, saying cancer, and you know, we didn't want to hear that.
It was Trinity, a 4th grader, who eased her dad's mind.
And I called my dad and I said, Dad, they think that it's the C word. And he's like, Brian, I'm not following you. You know, what are you talking about? And I said, Dad, they think it's the C word. And he's like, Brian, just tell me. I don't get it. And I said, Dad, I think it's the 5-letter C word. And he breaks down with me. He goes, Brian, I'm in the car. I'm on my way. And we pull into the Niswangers Children's Hospital. And Trinity says, Daddy? I said, yes, baby. And she goes, you don't have to keep saying the C word. You don't have to keep whispering because you're talking about cancer, right? And I said, you know, it was just a humbling and breaking moment. And I said, yeah, baby. And she said, Daddy, that's a 6-letter word. And I just, you know, we broke up, I mean, just cracked up laughing. It was just funny because of her resilience. And, you know, she knew everything was going to be all right.
Trinity was life-flighted from Johnson City Medical Center to Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt.
You know, when we got here, they said, hey, we're going to go into surgery tonight. Well, it got postponed. Well, we're going to go into surgery tonight. Well, it was postponed again. Come to find out that her tumor is running through her lung and across her pulmonary vein. At that point, Johnson City, Vanderbilt, and the Mayo Clinic pathology had diagnosed her with a myofibroblastic tumor. It shows that the tumor's in the left atrium of her heart.
Trinity's options were limited. A clinical trial with a new drug was their best answer for treatment.
PF 02341066 doesn't even have a name, but it shows to work on this particular gene. It's an ALK gene. It's an anaplastic lymphoma kinase.
With Trinity's medical condition looming and so far away from home, Brian found the financial burden a struggle.
You know, the thought of $50, $60, $70 a night, you know, you're planning for it even though you can't afford it. A hotel would cost us more just to stay here than we make a month. You're sitting there thinking, you know, I'm going to have to sleep in my car.
The family was eventually able to get a room at the Ronald McDonald House.
Ronald McDonald House is a ministry in itself, is all I can say. What they provided for us while we were here is more than just a roof. Kay, Amy, I mean, just every one of them, they take time out of their day to talk to you, tell you where to go, you know, interests, local attractions, stuff to do, you know, food, laundry. And you know, nothing was ever mentioned once about money. In our first 2 weeks before we found the Ronald McDonald House, we had a family of 4 here that was costing us right at $400 and change a week, between worrying about my paycheck to feed my family, having the Ronald McDonald House here to help with our stay. It takes so much of a burden off of your shoulders to pay attention to what really matters. You ready?
Trinity appreciated the opportunity to be a normal family while staying at the Ronald McDonald House.
I like it, and I'm thankful they let us stay here.
Just being able to stay here, interact with other families, support each other. We'd built such a family here that we went home for Christmas, but we drove back Christmas Day so we could have dinner with our other family.
The Berries spent a month and a half at the Ronald McDonald house. For Brian, the experience has shown him what's important.
It's changed my perspective of life. The little 50, change holders at McDonald's, that sit in the front, that we used to save our change because if we saved up enough, you could get you another drink or a sandwich or whatever. Drop the change in.
Brian also learned a lot from his daughter Trinity.
She's so resilient and strong. This little girl here is my hero. A 9-year-old, 4th grade girl is my hero.